My aunt crashed my wedding like it was hers. We wanted a peaceful, intimate wedding, just 25 people at the civil registry office, followed by a small backyard celebration at my parents' place. It was exactly what we'd dreamed of. Low stress, cozy, personal. But of course, that dream didn't account for Aunt Denise. Let me explain. Denise isn't just dramatic. She's a one-woman hurricane of attention-seeking chaos. She's the type who once wore white to someone else's wedding and claimed it was cream. So when it came time to make the guest list, we decided she'd be invited to the champagne reception only, not the ceremony. We even made a separate little gathering outside the registry office where extended family could greet us and feel included without overwhelming the actual ceremony. It was supposed to be a compromise. She wasn't having it. Apparently, Denise called the civil registry office herself and asked what time the ceremony was scheduled. She showed up early, uninvited, and when I saw her standing there in a bright red blazer waving at guests like she was hosting, my stomach dropped. "Oh, don't be mad," she said when I confronted her. "I just had to see my favorite niece get married." I reminded her, calmly mind you, that she was only invited to the champagne toast, not the ceremony, that we had explained this, that it wasn't personal, just due to space. She brushed it off with a smirk and said, "I raised you, remember? I deserve to be there." Let's be clear, she did not raise me. She babysat me maybe 4 times when I was little and broke every rule my parents left her. Let us eat cookies for dinner, stay up past midnight watching TV, that kind of thing. I think she saw herself as the fun aunt when really she was the irresponsible one. Then, in true Denise fashion, she launched into a speech during the reception about how I was her favorite little girl and how proud she was to see me all grown up. She conveniently left out the fact that I'm her only niece. The whole speech was more about her than it was about us, but it didn't stop there. She refused to give her gift envelope to my mom like I'd asked, because I didn't want to carry anything and my mom was handling the cards. Her excuse? Well, your mother didn't greet me. Of course she didn't. Denise has been spreading lies about my mom for months, saying my mom didn't approve of my fiancé Jack because he doesn't have a university degree. That's not true at all. Jack just completed his bachelor's through adult education. My mom loves him and doesn't care about degrees. She didn't even get hers until she was in her 30s. I didn't go to university either. I'm a licensed nurse through vocational training. So for Denise to frame my mom as some elitist snob while pretending to be my biggest supporter was beyond insulting. And as if that wasn't enough chaos, while we were doing the champagne reception outside, a homeless woman walked right up to our little circle and asked for some of the drinks. My brother-in-law gently turned her down, and she left without much fuss, but I was still stunned. I get it, public space, open table, but walking into a wedding and asking for booze, it was surreal. Despite all that, the day was still beautiful in the ways that mattered. Jack and I exchanged our vows. We laughed, danced, drank champagne under the garden lights, and shared the day with people who genuinely supported us. But Denise reminded us why we had to set boundaries in the first place. She doesn't respect lines, and she turns every situation into a stage. Her behavior didn't ruin the day, but it did reinforce the importance of sticking to our plan. Would it have been easier to just invite her to everything and avoid the drama? Maybe, but then the drama would have followed us into the ceremony, and I'm so glad we didn't let that happen. Sometimes keeping the peace means holding the line, even if it means your aunt shows up uninvited and makes a scene in a red blazer.